Welcome to Gaming, the new channel for everything related to the gaming industry and the financial markets. And I just had ice cream. I just ate ice cream. So guys, I'm in an extremely good mood. And I think we should talk about CD Projekt Red. So if you're looking today into German amateur, let's say, investing groups on Facebook, etc., then you see people like, hey, how is this possible that CD Projekt is actually falling again? That CD Projekt was falling like this year. You can see it on the chart. How is this possible? So the people don't understand this, that we were dropping from almost 175 zloties now back to 120 zloties. Because people then say, hey, this is impossible because the new DLC Phantom Liberty came out. So then, guys, I can tell you, I mean, it's not only about this DLC, and that DLC is not selling this good mostly. It's not selling this good, and Cyberpunk is already some sort of a backlog game. And if you see where actually all the resources in CD Projekt are, they are not here at Phantom Liberty or working on Cyberpunk. So they are already for the new projects. So, and a lot of those investors, they think then, okay, Phantom Liberty didn't make Cyberpunk like the ultra super game. So, I mean, it's still very positive, 84% positive rating. So there are some investors just think something is missing and then they are selling off. And this is mostly big institutional investors. This is not small investors. So, but overall, if we look here, for example, also at the chart, I would say if we can keep up this line here that you can see here on the screen, guys. So if we can keep up holding this line and go back over this Fibonacci retracement at around about 130, then hey, I don't see why we should not get back to the 170. So of course here we were bouncing back from 170, so we didn't manage to break through. This was extremely difficult, and after falling down, so it could have been gone actually better. It could have been better. So but of course, hey, now it's done. So I had a tiny position to buy some more exactly here where we are, because I thought like, okay, when it's falling back to this support line here, then I'm going to buy a little bit more. So can it go now to 100 zlotys again? Can it go there? Hey guys, I'm not excluding anything in this market, to be honest. I'm not excluding anything, especially. I mean, today was a good day overall. So Focus was just a little bit down. Remedy after yesterday, this massive pump, today also a little bit up. So actually I wanted to have a Remedy to be down because I wanted to buy some. Even Starbreeze, Payday developer, was up today, and then Embracer also. Embracer, this massive fail this year, was also up 3.54%. And also if you look at Ubisoft was also today very nicely up. So Ubisoft was even closing over the Fibonacci retracement. So this looks very good. But of course, I don't think Ubisoft now goes straight to the 45 euros. So probably Ubisoft will also fail somewhere at the 39 euros. So this is just normal. This is just really easy chart technique. Guys, so okay, then let's have a quick look, guys, at the Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty page, in order to find out actually if people like it. I mean, I bought it for 30 euros. Of course, I buy it. So 30 euros is nothing for me. Probably also nothing for you. I know, otherwise you wouldn't watch my channel, because mostly people that watch a channel like mine already have some decent money on the side. So guys, people like it. I like it. So I didn't manage to pass to get actually in this new DLC. So I think it's because at the first mission of the DLC I killed everyone, and then and now they are looking for me, and I'm not getting past those tanks. But hey, I think the DLC is a good idea, and it's very good to make those story DLCs, so people going to buy it, and it's not going to push the stock further up, guys. So definitely not. So I honestly, I can't understand how anyone could have thought that actually Phantom Liberty would be now the catalysator. So Phantom Liberty is part of an overall picture. So Huge FPS drops, driving, getting boring, it's me, cyberware, blah blah blah. So nothing actually interesting there. So Phantom Liberty is just part of also of the restructuring program for CD Projekt for new projects. So in order to continue here. So I think actually personally, so I bought a little bit here. Hey guys, you do what you want. So I'm invested in this stock, disclaimer. And this video is no financial advice. This is for information, entertainment purposes only, as you know, all my other videos. So, and I think this chart is beautiful. I just have to say it. I think this chart is beautiful. So are we going back up to the 400, 500 zloty? So I don't think so. I don't think so, guys. So I think in the next years we are much more accelerating between the 250 and the 125. Let's be honest. So, but as you can see, so overall, all my other videos about CD Projekt, I was quite right in my assessment. So I really have to say this. So, but of course, I'm also not always buying when it's down. So I just bought a little bit around 90 zlotys, but I didn't buy now up here. So let's also check some of the last presentation to see actually what's in the future. What's the outlook for CD Projekt? So here we go. That's the CD Projekt Group, the first half year 2023 earnings. So I'm not sure actually, it's from the 30th of August. I think I didn't cover this actually on my channel. So then are we going to cover this? So we go through this here and then going to find out if there is some interesting information. So if you don't want to get so detailed, so deep dived into the stock, then thank you for watching. Of course, you don't have to watch. So, but if you like to stay here, then we can check this out together. So CD Projekt Group Phantom Liberty hands-on preview campaign. Now we know it. So I forgot how much I love this world. ING. Kotaku. It feels like parts of Phantom Liberty aren't just expanding up in Cyberpunk 2077. They are gutting it and creating something new in the empty space. Oh my god, Kotaku. Hey, I'm simply not getting warm with this newspaper or with this gaming magazine. I simply do not get warm with them. What's most impressive is how different Phantom Liberty feels compared to the vanilla experience and how these changes could breathe new life into the core experience. So now you have this. Now you have all this praise, and then you actually go and see Phantom Liberty comes out and the stock drops like a stone. So then you feel a little bit cheated. Then you feel like, so, hey, what's going on? I thought this game will be super successful, guys. It's very simple. Very often investors buy up a stock to the event, with regard to the event, in the perspective of the event. And when the event happens, stock is sold. So it's a very simple principle, guys. So you always have to keep this in mind. So also here, again, everything also very positive. So talking positive about this and etc. All right, so top games by press article count from Gamescom opening night live. You see, they were so successful. So this year is, I think, a little bit more interesting now. So development teams engaged in ongoing projects. So support for Cyberpunk 2077 and next gen version. And then the blue part is Phantom Liberty Cyberpunk expansion. So the support for 27, as for Cyberpunk here, obviously from December 21 to July 23 was going down massively, and then the Phantom Liberty expansion kept more or less the same. Now it will also shrink, of course, since the game is done, and now we're going to see the new Witcher game Polaris. So the new Witcher game Polaris is taking over, and it will also take over this blue part here. Then we have the Molasses Flood game series, grant related projects, very small, so I think they just shouldn't make this to put too much resources on this title, so in my honest opinion. And then we have the Dark Blue, we have the other projects, and then we had like Witcher, Monster Slayer. This is a mobile game. Also here we stopped actually developing this. CD Projekt Group profit and loss account, so some of the numbers, so sales revenue. So actually today I was on X and reading some some tweets, some posts of some gaming journalists that are uh, not so interested in the economic part of the gaming industry. It's so funny when they cannot make the difference between gross profit on sales or sales revenue and profit margin. So it's always very funny actually to see this guy. So the overall group we see here that the so yeah, we have in comparison minus 40% sales revenue overall. Cost of sales up, oh, that's always like this. Gross profit on sales minus 21%, that's not good. And then operating costs are also a little bit down. So net profit minus 20%, net profitability 28% in plus. So CD Projekt Group assets, so not going here in the details. Liabilities, equity, so we had this already several times. So product research, development, service costs. Service costs released products, that's the yellow aspect. Research phase cost new projects, so that's actually interesting to see how much they spent on different games. And then they should maybe use some other colors here because I just see blue. So it's the same color here. That's a bit confusing. Oh my god, no one can read this chart. CD Projekt Group, changes in cash and deposits. Ah yeah, that's always cool. So where's the time? Yeah, here. There is the time. So that's half of the year. So overall cash deposits and T-bonds are down. Yeah, that's the information we needed. All right, so very short presentation, We can also check out some of the older presentation, or I'm just leaving this to you guys. But hey, I have to say, I think it's a total normal reaction. What I don't want to see, I don't want to see the stock, of course, falling through now the 85 zloties. But if it goes down even to 100 zloties or 105 zloties, that's fine for me. So I'm still invested in it. I stay invested in it. I stay for the long term because let's be honest, I can imagine a next bull run for the overall gaming industry coming next year or the year after next year. So I'm still patient. I'm still waiting for this. So I can imagine we get a new gaming bull run, a new bull market overall for the overall market circumstances. So what we see at the moment here with the European stocks especially. So let's take focus also because actually that's a good company. So we see this everywhere, guys. We see this everywhere here also with Ubisoft. So I don't know if Ubisoft can hold up over the 30 euros. So I'm not buying Ubisoft now. If they go up, fine. At 36, around about 36, I'm then finally in the plus because I bought already some. But I cannot. I really don't know if we now at the bottom. So I mean, there now is a lot of negativity. But I don't know if this is the bottom. I mean, even in Embracer, I can imagine the stock going to 15, 10 Swedish crowns, especially if they're selling everything that they have, if they're closing down studios, if they're kicking out, laying off people. So everything is possible in this regard, guys. Everything is possible. So overall, market crash is there, continues, and funny part is that even CD Projekt, after actually performing quite well, now the market crash is also back maybe for CD Projekt. But hey, if it falls down, so then you can always think about to position a small buy order. Always have diversified portfolios, guys, because I mean, I believe in the next Witcher game. I think the next Witcher game will be a huge success if they do it right. Probably they have to take them or need a lot of time actually to develop it. That's the only problem I see at the moment, that they will have a huge gap actually in the game's releases. So in the time frame of the game's releases, this huge gap, that's the biggest problem I see at the moment. So, and that then in this time actually the revenue will drop because they simply do not sell enough games. So then they have to sell as Cyberpunk for 10 euros, 15 euros, or $5, whatever. So everything is possible. My friends, if you like this video, and if you like me to cover more gaming companies, because I love this at the moment, I'm actually covering more now gaming company videos, then please comment, like, and subscribe. Also follow me on X, on former Twitter, because I'm always writing nice little articles about gaming companies when I'm not making a video, but I also upload those videos that you see here on YouTube. I'm also uploading them on X, or you watching them even now on X. So, but hey, that's a new platform. YouTube, of course, is a bit new in this regard. So, guys, thank you much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.